This is from Joy Taylor on if the Browns should be worried about Deshaun Watson after the Eagles joint practices. FS1's speak.
I don't want to hear anything bad about Deshaun Watson's play at all. Like, this is a man that's being paid $230 million guaranteed. To put that in perspective, Lamar Jackson is making $135 million guaranteed in his contract. Deshaun Watson is getting $230. So it's almost $100 million difference. So when we're talking about pressure and who's been paid and when it matters, this is where it starts. And don't talk to me about how much to make per year. What's the most important thing in a contract, Shady?
Guaranteed.
Thank you. Guaranteed money. You did a lot of different things to get this man here, and there are expectations this year from Deshaun Watson and the Browns. We haven't talked about the Browns a lot because they've had a quiet offseason, which is generally a good thing for a team who's trying to come in and make some noise during the regular season. He's had a full offseason with this team. By the way, a team talented enough to go to the playoffs and win a playoff game with Baker Mayfield. So, yeah, this is a little concerning. This is high stakes for the Browns this year. And we're not maybe talking about them as much through this offseason as we will during the regular season. But if things start to look bad for them because of Deshaun Watson's play, who had career lows and everything last year, but we all agreed, no, it's not reasonable to expect him, having not played football for that long, to come in and have a good performance. It would have been shocking to everyone, I think. So we let you get a pass on that. Now it's crunch time. This is concerning.
And Quincy, in order to put it in proper perspective, Lamar's guarantee is 185. 135 was guaranteed at signing. I mean, he is guaranteed 185 million. You're only off by 50 million. The other thing is, it was joint practices, and Nick Chubb wasn't in a lot of the red zone things. Again, they're not showing anything.
Two things. One, when a quarterback you don't like throws an interception, boy, oh boy, do we not want to investigate it, right? We just don't ever want to investigate that, right? That's the universal truth about this. Two, was there a video feed to this practice that I missed? Like, how's everybody reacted to this practice? Like, nobody saw this practice, but like 30 people, not with the Browns or the Eagles, saw this practice. And everybody has these hot takes about this practice that nobody saw. Again, it's vague enough to where whatever agenda you want to be on, you can push it, right? If you felt like Deshaun, or you want to say that Deshaun looks great, you can push that. If you want to say that Deshaun looked terrible, you can push that. Who's going to check you? There's no video on this whole thing. So, you know, people are just kind of, Joy's running wild with that one. And two, why do we care what Deshaun Watson's guarantee is? We ain't paying it. This is not funded by the taxpayers. This was not a bill passed in Washington. We have nothing to do with the money that he got. We don't do this with Aaron Rodgers. We not doing this with Pat Mahomes. We not up here wondering what Joe Burrow's guarantee gonna be. We're not. What does anybody know what Jalen Hurts' guarantee is? Because he threw 3 interceptions in practice according to these stats. Nobody cares, right? We're not bringing up the guaranteed money. We act like we paying this money. We not paying this money. This is not our responsibility. Why are we still? If the contract was signed 2 years ago, dog, there's bigger contracts now, like 5 of them. Why are we still talking about Deshaun Watson's money like we got to pay it? This is not student debt, dog. We don't got to pay this. This is not your responsibility. We don't have to pay the load of Deshaun Watson's debt. That's Jimmy Haslam. And you already paid it. He cool on it. Why you mad?
Well, the other thing is, if you're going to make the point about guaranteed money, at least be correct about it. I mean, it's not 135, it's 185. Guaranteed is 185.
It's like, what money matters? The money that you get if you stay in the contract, because there's a lot of quarterbacks who had more money than that than Deshaun Watson. When does money actually matter, Dave? Like when does it actually matter? And the only time it matters is when you don't like the guy who got the money. Like, that's really it. If you don't like the guy who got the money, you're going to find reasons to act like that money is too much. People who don't like Pat Mahomes are like, oh, well, can you actually win around him? And then he won the Super Bowl. It's like, can you win again around him? It's only brought up when you trying to hate. There's only one reason to bring up the money. It is only when you try to hate, because it got nothing to do with us. We don't pay it. We don't subsidize it. It don't matter to us. You only bring it up. Well, not you, Dave. You're not a hater, but people only bring this up when it's to, be a little disingenuous. Because it doesn't matter. Why do we care so much?